What's going on, Nerd Squad, and welcome back to Top 10 Nerd. The MCU is rapidly evolving, with Disney shows being announced like every other month, it feels like. Fans are getting treated to these big and epic moments, like Cap lifting Thor's hammer, finally, or Pepper Potts blasting some fools in her own suit, finally. But fans are still waiting for some big key moments or characters. So here to break down 10 moments, or anything really, we're waiting to see in the MCU, I'm Taylor McWatters. You're you, let's get counting. Kicking off the list at number 10, Miles Morales, of course. So since Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse came out, people loved it. It won an Oscar, easy. I saw it multiple times, and we got to see Miles Morales in action on the big screen, finally. Yes, let's go. And then we were blessed to have Miles in the spotlight in the highly anticipated new Spider-Man game. And if you were part of the bunch that secured a PS5, you're probably choosing which outfit to give Miles right now as he swings through beautiful, snowy New York City. Must be nice. So I mean, it's only fair to assume we're gearing up for his big MCU reveal. I mean, we already saw Aaron Davis in Spider-Man Homecoming. Aaron Davis, of course, being Miles' uncle, played by Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino. So of course, we should be getting Miles any time now. My guess is that he wasn't snapped away. Miles was not snapped away in Infinity War, but he laid low. You know, he did like 1,000 push-ups every day, and now with Peter back, they can explain the new, well-trained Spider-Man, and they can be the same age. Boom, there you go. Just a thought. I don't know. I'm here for it. And before we head over to number 9, guys, we have a huge announcement. We have another channel coming back. So after 3 years of running the show over here, Landon himself is coming back with Landon Productions, and the first video is premiering December 7th, so go turn on your notifications over there as well, because I've seen and heard glimpses of what he's working on here in the studio, and I'm pumped. I have no idea. I'm looking forward to it.
Is the Canada Goose gonna take it on?
I'm on top like I'm goddamn Mario, right? I'm just
Not today. Maybe tomorrow. Okay, is this real life right now?
Number 9, a strange switch. Seeing an iconic character rock somebody else's outfit, or anything really, it's always a treat. I mean, we've gotten a few glimpses of it with Loki pretending to be Captain America a handful of times. It's amazing. It also makes room for nice little cameos here and there. But some behind the scenes footage shows us Tony and Doctor Strange rocking each other's gear in Infinity War aboard Ebony Maw's spaceship. Another amazing moment just cut from Infinity War, guys, come on. So we have Tony wearing the cloak of levitation with a big smile on his face, of course, and Doctor Strange wearing the Mark 50 with stress written all over his. Seems fitting. Literally and figuratively. So sure, maybe they filmed this at the time to reference it later. I mean, Endgame focused so much on the past movies and key scenes, so they probably just killed 2 birds with 1 stone and shot scenes for like Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And then they just kind of take it out here, put it over there. Fair. I don't mind waiting for this one. Whatever the reason for filming this, it's probably going to be a lot of fun regardless. Number 8, Deadpool. Since the release of the R-rated Deadpool movie, fans waited patiently for, so the next big question with the whole Disney and Fox merger is, what's going to happen to Deadpool? Well, the next Doctor Strange sequel that I mentioned earlier could have the answer. Signing what is apparently the biggest deal in Marvel Studios history, fans can finally look forward to Wade Wilson coming home. Finally. We've got Spider-Man, and now we're getting Deadpool. We're getting there, guys, we're getting there. Slowly, one piece at a time, we're doing it. So the talk of the town is that Taskmaster is the antagonist that we're waiting to see in Black Widow, but he's gonna be the anti-hero in a much more violent Deadpool 3. It's gonna be half reboot, half sequel type scenario, with multiple timelines being crossed or retconned. Who better to get it straight than the fourth wall-breaking Ryan Reynolds? Number 7, the next Captain America. Since Endgame, we've all been thinking it. Will Sam Wilson keep that shield passed on to him from Steve? Will he take the place of Captain America? Will Bucky be the call-in Captain America in case Sam Wilson gets a cold? The Falcon and the Winter Soldier is set to release sometime in 2021, with COVID delays pushing our hopes and dreams further and further away. Fingers crossed we're still getting it in the near future. And with Wyatt Russell being cast as US agent in the upcoming Disney Plus show, with a little sneaky Super Bowl spot showing the Falcon working out his frisbee arm, it's still up in the air who will ultimately get this shield. So the Sokovia Accords are still a thing. We still need a rulebook when it comes to superpowers and super people. So the government might not be so keen on just letting these vigilantes, as Thaddeus Ross says, run free with these super suits. My theory is that they will both have their own shield and role in future Avengers. Because in 2016, Sebastian Stan put this photo on Instagram, so do it that way you may. Number 6, Adam Warlock. So one of the many Guardians of the Galaxy 2 after credit scenes name dropped one of the biggest players, Adam Warlock. Now, at the time, the Soul Gem was yet to be seen in the MCU, so when we see this cocoon with that color of the power source, we thought, especially with Adam Warlock's strong Soul Gem connection in the comics, that it was basically confirmed that he was the Soul Gem or something to do with it. And this sent fans over the edge, and especially with the whole Thanos theory that was floating around. So basically, meaning that every letter in the name Thanos stands for an Infinity Stone and their appearance in the MCU. So T, as in Tesseract, ended up being the Space Stone, and then A, the Aether, ended up being the Reality Stone. And then N was a necklace, Doctor Strange's necklace, of course time, and O as in the orb from Guardians of the Galaxy, which was a Power Stone, and finally S, the Scepter, the Mind Stone. So H was the only missing link at this point. It was either Heimdall or something to do with Adam Warlock. Those were the main two guesses. But now that we've seen all this play out, we have yet to see Adam Warlock still. And the H perhaps meant Vision's head, and the S is in fact sacrifice for, the whole Gamora thing. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 should have Adam Warlock, or else I'm gonna be pretty upset. Keanu Reeves is gonna play him also, for sure. I'm calling it now. You heard it here first. Check the date. Number 5, the Defenders. Okay, so with certain studios having rights over specific characters, it can get a little confusing. The Defenders have been killing their own game on Netflix, with Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Daredevil, Punisher, Jessica Jones, all getting their own spotlight. It was only a matter of time before we got to see them all come together in 2017. But like all things, contracts expire. These rights for the characters are slowly returning to Marvel. Slowly but surely. So Iron Fist, Luke Cage, and now, as of last week, Daredevil have all had their rights returned back to Marvel, with the Punisher is returning February 18th, 2021, at the same time as Jessica Jones. So we're getting there. We're getting the whole little team roster. We're pulling them back. Could we finally be seeing the Dream Team alongside the other Dream Team? Absolutely. It would be really weird for Marvel not to want to run with this ASAP, especially now with all these characters leaving. I miss you, Cap. I mean, throw them in one division. Show us something. We're literally still waiting for Black Widow, man. Come on. Number 4, Nova. Richard Rider. So watching Thanos collect the Infinity Stones one by one with ease was super intimidating. This dude threw hands with the Hulk. Then the Hulk was like, yeah, I don't really want to get punched in the neck again, so I'm gonna head out for a bit. The movie starts off moments after Ragnarok ends, which is sweet. It's a nice smooth transition so you can binge 2 of Marvel's best movies back to back. But we see Thanos after he's already obtained the Power Stone. And the last we saw that stone, the orb that I was talking about, was on Xandar, home of the Nova Corps. Now it's said that he took the stone after he decimated Xandar. Decimated it. So is everyone dead? What about Richard Rider, Nova himself? Well, we got so close in Guardians 1. I really felt like we were getting a juicy after credit scene with him. But Infinity War screenwriters Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely said in the past that their original plan was to include Nova as the last survivor. Was this completely scrapped? Will we get to see this unfold in a flashback? Time will tell. Number 3, the Multiverse. Of course, with Sam Raimi now on board to direct Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, set to release in 2022, when I'm 40, Jesus. Fans of course have one thought. Will Tobey Maguire return? And will he dance? The multiverse is going to be epic. We saw a version of it in the Oscar award-winning Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and with all these contracts and studio deals, this is now the perfect time to shake up / course correct Marvel needs. The highly anticipated sequel will follow the events, of course, of Endgame, but it will also cross over with the new Disney Plus originals, WandaVision and Loki. Now, those characters are dead at this point. I mean, Loki got the chokey, and then Vision, yeah, you know what happened now. But who really knows at this point? I mean, the multiverse is ideally the place where we'll see all these things kind of correct themselves, or fix, or retcon. Fans have also speculated that this is the way that Marvel will introduce the X-Men into their worlds. Number 2, Big Groot. The Guardians of the Galaxy films are so much fun. One of the best parts is the bromance that goes on with Bradley Cooper's Rocket and Vin Diesel's Groot. Now, in the first Guardians, we see a mature-ish Groot. He's a little silly. I mean, he likes drinking water out of fountains, not so great at sticking to plans of jailbreaks per se. He's a big, lovable giant. And then after he saved the day by sacrificing himself, he grew back. But this time, he was a little guy. He likes dancing, doesn't follow instructions too well either, and he has a thing for taking toes. It's great to see a character change like him because it gives the supporting characters the excuse to change their attitude up. Like Star-Lord goes from giving Groot a hard time to comforting him when he listens to music. Like it's great, one to the other. But according to Vin Diesel, we have yet to see Groot at his full potential. He says the first Groot we saw was a freshman in college. Guardians 2, he was in nursery school. Just wait till we see the full-fledged working man Groot. Wait till we see Groot.
Well, we're waiting.
And finally, number 1, Black Widow. Yeah, with 2020 being the first year since 2009 where we didn't get a Marvel movie in theaters, it's fair to say a big moment we're waiting for to this day is a day where we can watch Black Widow, like her own movie. This movie's release date has been pushed back numerous times, of course because of COVID delays and with decisions being made by other companies to release movies on streaming services, like Wonder Woman is now going to be on HBO Max this Christmas. In 4K though, it's a weird time because, well, for one, we've had to wait this long for a Black Widow movie. Like, that alone is far too long. Even if this movie did come out last May, that took a bit too long still. Like, I don't know. Hopefully this new release date of May 7th, 2021 works, because it would be a shame to see her big solo flick added to Disney+. Like, Mulan should have just waited for the theater treatment as well. Come on. I mean, yeah, we're bored, but we'll get there, man. Just stay calm, stay safe. It's all coming eventually. It's all good. There's a lot of goods in the pipeline. We're getting there. Guys, thank you so much for watching and nerding out with me today. Let us know down below which MCU moments and characters we're waiting for that you're excited about. Of course, there's tons that I missed, but that's why we have part 2s. I don't know. Also, don't forget to drop us a thumbs up because it goes a long way for us here at the studio. You guys rock. I'm Taylor McWatters, and we'll catch you next time.